Hello there, my friends, amigos. Are you ready for some more simple Spanish cooking today? Stay with me. Today, I'm preparing one of my favorite summer salads. And this salad mixes up some very different ingredients, but that really combine very nicely. And we're using things that are readily available in the summer. I will explain the ingredients, which are very simple and not many of them. But this is going to be primarily a chickpea salad. And my chickpeas are here, okay? Because I've just opened my pressure cooker. After 25 minutes boiling, my chickpeas are ready for the salad. I've left them cooling down for a while as well. Let me remind you about cooking chickpeas. Chickpeas have been a staple in traditional Spanish cuisine, and I'm just a total fan of chickpeas because they are so versatile. We are preparing a cool salad today, but you can see, if you remember my baked rice with chickpeas in a different recipe, you may remember how to cook them. But let me remind you in a minute. Chickpeas, the only thing is they need to be soaked for a few hours or overnight before you boil them. In a pressure cooker, it takes just 25-30 minutes. And all you need is 1 bay leaf and slightly salted water, okay? So they're ready for the salad now. Those chickpeas here are. Of course, some people will tell me that they can buy them in a tin, and you can, but I advise you against it because, it doesn't take a lot of time or effort to do them at home, and all the minerals are here. Not the same thing in a tin, not the flavor either. So we've got the chickpeas, which is the main ingredient. We need a good chunk of watermelon. Make sure that it's ripe and good texture. And we're using your favorite sort of soft cheese. I've got the local cottage cheese here, which I use for many recipes, but other kinds of soft cheese are equally all right for the recipe. And then basically those are the three ingredients: the watermelon, the cheese, and the chickpeas. And here comes the magic. This salad needs herbs, fresh herbs, okay? Today I'm using the ones that were available in my garden, but this is open to, many different ideas. I've got a few chives here, parsley, which now I look at it is a bit worse for the wear, but on account of the hot weather, but it will do. And one mint twig from the garden as well. 1 green lemon or lime, okay, and then of course extra virgin olive oil and a bit of pepper, okay, and that's all we need. So let's get started. I've got the drained chickpeas ready in the bowl, big bowl we're going to need for this recipe, and I think I'm doing the herbs with a pair of scissors today. I think they'll be done more quickly, okay? So in go the chives. I love chives. I love them for the devil's eggs with which I serve this watermelon and chickpea salad. I usually serve it and make a whole meal of it with the devil's eggs. But as I said, these are the herbs from my garden, the ones that I could pick today. But if you have different ones, like, you know, if you like coriander, I very much like coriander. If you have coriander available, by all means use it in this recipe. Other kinds of mint as well. Any fresh herbs that you are fond of, they will go well with the chickpea salad, okay? So the mint leaves, we'll cut them very, very finely. Fresh herbs are magic in the kitchen, they really are. I use them so much. And this poor parsley that had a really hard time in the heat these days, and parsley doesn't like the July heat in Spain, so it's a bit dry, but you know, I'm using it anyway. It's even got a bit of flour in it, which means that it was going dry in a few days. Alright, so we got the herbs in. Alright, and now we need the watermelon. Okay. The idea is to cut it in small cubes. And watermelon provides the freshness and the color and the sweetness too, which you know, makes wonders with the seriousness of the chickpeas. Let's see how much I'm using. I forgot to say, you know, 100 grams per person of chickpeas. So this is going to be for 3-4 people, and there are 350 grams of chickpeas here. Okay, right. So far so good. Okay. The cheese now. Same idea, but even smaller cubes. This is the cheese from my local cheese producer, a lovely man that raises cows and makes wonders with the milk and the yogurt and all the rest of it. I wish there were more people like him, really. Okay, so the main ingredients are there, the herbs are there, the lemon, the lime here. Okay. I rather like green lemons, or just regular lemons are nice too, but I think the green lemon adds a bit of exotic flavor to the recipe. Okay, the magic olive oil, all the recipes, good sprinkle, and the pepper. Okay, and now what we need is a good twist and turn. There is still a squeeze, last squeeze from this green lemon, and I'm going to use it. Okay, right, there we go. I'm not adding any more salt since the chickpeas have been boiling in salty water, but you can taste it for salt if you like it a bit more salt, more savory, you know. So a good twist and turn, good shake to all the ingredients, and you know, we keep adding a bit of extra virgin olive oil as we go along. This second adding will be enough. What I usually do with my watermelon and chickpea salad is that I just leave it sitting here in the kitchen at room temperature. You don't need to put it in the fridge for like an hour or so before lunch or dinner. And you know, all the herbs create the magic with in the salad, and you know, the flavors are enhanced. But of course, you can also serve it just as you finish mixing it. Okay, it's totally up to you. And as I said before, I usually make a whole meal of this and I serve it with devil's eggs, which we will cook and prepare some other day. So here it is. Buen provecho!